All right, welcome. This is Doc Swiner, and this is our blab today. Um, Thanks for joining us or watching the. Oh, you got a lot of feedback there, Miss Kenya. You might have to turn your volume down. I might be talking too loud.
Okay.
Yeah, turn your volume down just a little bit. Okay. This is Doc Swiner. Welcome. I am the author of How to Avoid the Superwoman Complex here in Durham, North Carolina. I'm actually in Asheville today on business, and so I'm like in a little hotel, little meeting room on the side trying to get this in before heading back down to Durham. But I appreciate those of you that are joining us or watching the replay. And, you know, Blab is a phenomenal system that kind of helps to connect to people in any part of the country. And you'll see shortly, I'll introduce a new friend of mine, Miss Kenya Kirkland, the style icon, who's all the way out in LA. So what time is it out there? Like 9 a.m.?
Yeah, it's 9 here.
Yeah. How early did you get up this morning?
Oh, yeah. I was responding to you at, 4:30 this morning.
Oh, my gosh. God bless you.
I know, right?
God bless you. But I love this format because it's something that is very unique. You know, it's similar to Periscope where you can, you know, talk to your people and they see you live and they can text in. But on Periscope, you can't really, unless you have other people in the room with you, you can't really interact with someone face to face. So this kind of mimics that where you can talk to people anywhere and at any time. So this is fun. So yes, so hopefully we're able to. I'm trying to get this off my screen here.
Is the feedback better since I turned it down?
Yes, perfect. Okay. Perfect. So let's get started. So what the way that I met Ms. Kirkland is, I'm still trying to go back in time and remember how we even connected, but Dr. Edwards is your cousin?
Right.
Yes,
right.
Okay.
And we are super supporters of each other, of course.
Excellent.
And she made that connection.
Excellent. Yeah. So I met her via Facebook. I think we probably are part of some similar groups online, like the Mocha Docs, and you know, doctors doing different kind of things. And she found out about my New Year to You conference that we had in January, which was so much fun, and wanted to be supportive and also wanted to highlight what you're doing in LA and market your event coming up in April. So it was just, you know, the timing and, you know, the planets were aligned and it worked out. So thank you for being a supporter of the conference. We had a wonderful time, and you were very integral in making that happen.
Right. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about your event, or tell the people, you know, who you are, how you got started with your many businesses and your, you know, I like to call any of this stuff that we're into, especially if it's a passion, a ministry. You know, what's your ministry out there in LA? What are you doing?
Yeah, it is very much a ministry. And I think one of the reasons I also wanted to support your event is because I'm a big fan of your message of no more superwoman. I may have not said it exactly correct, but that is just it. A lot of us are fighting to keep this cape on. And we oftentimes are mom, we're wife, we're also mom to the husband. Like, you can't be his mom, you got to just be his wife. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And we're fighting so many things, and it's okay to just be a woman. It's okay to just rest. And also, when we come up against certain things, I find that, for example, when I got separated from my husband, I did not allow that to hold me back from launching businesses, from still being everything that I wanted and living the life that I want to live. And I find that people have so many excuses. So my goal was honestly to help women launch businesses. That is what I started out to do. And then I found out that so many women were held back by their pain.
Right.
And by their hurt. And they lost touch of who they were. So my mission kind of took a little detour, still on its way to launching businesses, but first to help women discover their purpose and remember who they are.
Excellent. And with that, you're involved with multiple types of businesses, if I'm not mistaken. So you are a style expert. You are a business coach. I mean, tell me what you're doing.
Okay. So right,
everything.
I gotta take a deep breath for that one.
Superwoman.
Right, I know. So I own a boutique, and I style women. I style women who are professionals and are in front of cameras, but mostly I style women who are the everyday woman who is taking care of everybody in her life except for herself. Perfect. So that is what I do by day. That is my trade. But because I've launched other businesses, I started to mentor and coach women on launching businesses. So yes, I'm a business and lifestyle coach as well.
Excellent. And I've seen the beautiful clothing online. I think it's wonderful. Do you actually own a boutique in LA?
Yeah, physical location called Shop 1323.
Very good.
Yeah, and it's
y'all check out
online.
The clothes. Very nice. Y'all check it out online.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I ever get back to LA, I've only been to LA once, but I love it. But if I ever get back out there, I'm definitely going to come and check you out. Where are you located?
I'm in the Inglewood area, 1323 North La Brea.
Good. All right. So you helped me come up with this title, Unbroken, Overcoming Your Obstacles to Reach Your Goals. What important things did you want to tell women about in terms of that theme? You know, what things do you want to give them permission to do to overcoming those obstacles?
Oh my God. I think the thing that's jumping out at me right now is that life is full of hurdles. Like a track meet, like that hurdle race that you may have ran in high school, where things pop up. You may not expect them,
right?
You know, but they're coming, and you have to be prepared to hit your form that you practice and leap over each hurdle. Just recently, I had to move in my dad with me, who has dementia.
Oh,
completely unplanned.
Yeah.
Not expecting to move him in. I didn't prepare for this. And I am committed to not allow it to stop me in any way from walking in my purpose. And that is just my message to women. It doesn't matter what pops up.
Yeah.
Keep going. Good. Even if that means if it's not at the fastest rate, or it's not, you can't compare yourself to the next woman.
Yeah. Do things in your own time. Right.
And don't beat yourself up because you can't stay up all night working. It's okay. You know, God will propel you forward at the right time.
Yes. And you're right. So that whole staying up all night thing, I cannot do. I am a sleeper. And if you are familiar at all with the book, I dedicate the whole first chapter to sleep. That's how important I think it is. Because, you know, those nights and there will be those nights where you have to pull those all-nighters and you got to do what you got to do. And it's going to suck for a minute. But don't make that your rhythm, you know, and your routine. I see folks online or on Facebook talking about, you know, bigging up the whole vamp life, you know, being a vampire, staying up all night and sleeping through in the day. It doesn't work for me. You know, I guess there are times when you have to do that, but rest is vital. Yeah,
and in certain times in your life, it might work for you. So I read, there's a colleague of mine that I went to high school with, and she's very, very successful. And she posted a quote like, she doesn't understand why people sleep so much and why her friends sleep so much. You know, like there's things to do that your competition is 4 hours ahead of you. And I was like, when I first read it, I felt like, oh my God. Then I thought about it, and I was like, wait, no. So when I was in my 20s, I was that girl who would go to 3 businesses, a full-time job, and stay up till 4 typing proposals for my nonprofit. Now in my 30s, I have 3 kids.
Right. And they will exhaust you.
Yeah, and if I don't sleep, and if I am not well rested, and if I don't eat well, then I can't support them or my businesses or my clients, you know, and not downing her life, because that works for her. But my point is that I realize that I can't compete with her.
No. You have different situations. Is she married? Does she have kids?
No.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, we're all in different phases of life, and we can't compare ourselves to one another. Now I get it. If you're an entrepreneur, and I'm fairly new to this entrepreneur thing because I went to medical school. I did not train for business. I did not realize at one point I was going to own a business. So I'm new to this thing. But when you're an entrepreneur starting your own business on the grind, okay, you got to do what you got to do in the beginning. But at some point, you need to give yourself time to rest because you are going to burn out. You're going to burn out, and then you won't be any good to anyone.
Right. And I think we do it because we want to get to the finish line and we want to get to the millions of dollars. And it's just like, I got to grind. Like the meaning of grind is to not rest almost,
Right. Yeah.
And that is not true.
It's not healthy. It's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's getting the right things done.
Correct.
Overcoming those obstacles and staying committed and staying in your lane might just mean prioritizing and doing those things that are most beneficial.
Correct.
Versus spending time doing, I got to stay off of Facebook.
There you go. There you go.
So that I can be impactful with closing deals.
Right. That's right. Prioritize or delegate some things to people who have more time to do that. So if you have some millennials, some teenagers in your realm that can handle your social media stuff for you, hand that over to them so that you're not up at 2 a.m. trying to be on Hootsuite and planning all these things and graphics.
Right.
They do that for you,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tell me about the event. You have your retreat coming up in April. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So my retreat is dedicated to the woman who lost herself. She was probably at one point very ambitious and very, always very brilliant, but committed her life to her family or had a rough spot in her finances. And when those things fell apart, the things that she held dear fell apart, she lost herself. So the retreat is dedicated to her and helping her remove or really just heal from the hurt.
Right.
Because I've had women come to me and say, I want to launch a business. And I'm like, well, let's talk about that business. What are you good at? What do you love? And the answer is, I don't know. I just want to make some money. No. It's true. You can sell oranges on the corner, but is that really going to make you money? Is that going to, you're going to live the life that you want to live? This is not just about making quick money.
Right. This is about doing something that's sustainable and that hopefully you're passionate about. Even if you don't tell make a lot of money, something that you're passionate about that doesn't feel like work because it feels more like your purpose, your ministry, etc. That's definitely more important. But you got to have a plan.
Hopefully and serving the world. Like I say all the time, I want to change the world.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes each and every one of us to do our part to change the world. I can't do it alone. But if I launch 100 businesses this year with women who are purpose-driven entrepreneurs who are doing something impactful and they get it and they're passionate about it, then we're changing the world.
That's right. And you have to do it together. I have one of my friends here in North Carolina. Her name is Angel Dozier. She launched this kind of campaign and this T-shirt that says, "Let's be dope together."
Oh my God.
And you have to, and I'm all about hashtag tribe, hashtag squad, because it really does take a village. It takes like-minded people to support, especially women. And I think we're doing better with this as time goes on with women supporting one another in terms of businesses and events and campaigns and things of that nature. But you can't do it alone. You need those people in your corner. You need those people who are going to share your stuff on social media. Not only share your stuff, but actually buy your stuff.
Right.
It's one thing
to ask for half off.
Right. Oh my God. My husband, if he were here, he would be, typing in yes. People, we're always looking for that discount. If we know somebody that's selling something, we're looking for that hookup, looking for the discount. No, that's not the right way to support your friend's business. Buy their stuff full cost and then tell somebody else about it so that they can continue to thrive. So yeah.
I'm doing a campaign for the elementary that I graduated from. It's a private Black school elementary that's been around for 45 years. And they're still serving and putting out doctors and government officials. Like the graduates go on to be great, right? And the school is, it needs some help. So we're doing this fundraiser, and I said, let's turn around and invite all the alumni who are vendors or who are entrepreneurs to be our vendors.
Right.
And let's not ask for a deal. How about that?
There you go.
You know, and that's just the one thing that I can do to give back. So, you know, it takes all of us.
That's phenomenal. So let's go back to the event, April the 8th through 10th. So you identified who you're trying to reach and what woman it's dedicated to, but tell us what you're going to do on those days.
We are going to kumbaya. We are going to cry it out. We're going to cry it out. We're going to pray it out. It is a spiritually based event, not so much a religious event, but when I was healing from my hurt, it took scripture. It took Joel Osteen and TD Jakes. Both of them, girl, and 2 pastors. I went to 2 churches. I went to one church. I went to one church for Bible study, and I went to other church on Sunday, and they gave me something different, and I needed it all. That's how hurt I was.
Okay.
My kids are uber fans of gospel music now because it took gospel music in the car. I couldn't listen to worldly music anymore. It changed, really changed who I was. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to stand on the word. We are going to do workshops and peel the onion back on about where the hurt began. Where did it come from? I identified that my brokenness did not start when my husband cheated. The big signal for me is that I chose a man who wasn't truly committed to be with me through the end.
I see.
So the brokenness could not have began at the guy who cheated. It started years ago. And it was a pretty tough reality for me when I identified the day when I was 15 years old that the brokenness started. Wow. So that's what we're going to do at the retreat. We're going to peel the onion back. We're going to go
some real therapy then.
It's some real counseling, some real therapy, and it's going to take some real digging. And I have on the panel, I have myself, my mentor, Ebony L. Trust, and prophetess Georgia Goff, who was the spiritual leader. And then I am still working on one more person that I can't announce yet. But yes, we shall see. I have one more person that will probably be a part of this. So,
and it's called 360 Lifestyle.
So
100% spiritual journey, right?
Yes, the 360 Lifestyle is about, it's going to go all year. This is the spiritual piece of the 360 Lifestyle.
Welcome, Murad. Someone signed in. Welcome. Go ahead.
Hi.
Go on.
Yeah. So this is the spiritual piece of the 360 Lifestyle, because I feel that in order for me and all of us to be whole, we have to work on our entire being: spiritual, mental, physical, financial.
Correct.
All of it. And so I wanted to start here on the heartstrings and on the mental part, where we need to be strong in order to attack the other parts of our lives. So.
And then will you have some business advice, some seminars for those who want more financial advice as well?
I will. I currently have a program called the Purpose Blueprint. So it depends on where you are in your walk, where you can start with this. It's if you are past the healing stage and the retreat isn't for you, I definitely have other options to work you along the process of being complete and whole. And we'll deal with financial after this Unbroken retreat for sure.
Good. Are you going to have vendors, food?
No vendors, but we're going to have, it's going to be very, very heavy on workshops. All day workshops. There won't be, I'm going to spoil you. There's going to be so much food and beverages flowing, and it's going to be a pampering session, really. Excellent. And workshop and rest, some yoga.
Yes.
Networking and camaraderie, like hearing the stories of other women, how she overcame something, the opportunity to reach back and pull up someone else.
Excellent. How can people get tickets?
You can get tickets by visiting my website. Can I type it there in the message?
Yeah, you should be able to, yeah.
All right. So my website is kenyakirkland.com, and the event is under event. You'll see the 360 Lifestyle Unbroken 2016 retreat.
Wonderful.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's $397 to attend. I think that is a very reasonable rate to spend a night, 2 nights in a private estate. Yeah, food and everything is covered. You know, your breakthrough and your food and beverage. I mean,
the breakthrough was priceless. You can't put a price tag on the breakthrough. You can't put a price
tag on that. I'm pretty much throwing that in.
That sounds great. I'm so jealous. I'm all the way on the East Coast. If I were, closer in proximity, I would definitely be there. So it's just for ladies?
It's just for women, yeah.
Okay. So women, ladies, y'all take advantage. I have one of my friends out there in LA. I'm gonna make sure she spreads the word. It sounds phenomenal.
Thank you.
Right in line with the whole avoiding the Superwoman complex deal. So self-care, yes. So self-care, supporting one another, having a strong support team to fall back on in those times when you do feel broken, and then getting the help that you need. So having those experts, both spiritual. Now, will you have any any psych folks there? Any psychology counseling?
That's the last person that I am working with and waiting to get that doctor on board to be present.
Because just in case there are some people there that have dealt with some actual medical diagnoses, or maybe are aware that they may have some medical conditions like clinical depression, anxiety, bipolar, things that you don't not necessarily just need medicines for, but you need some deep, intensive psychological counseling. You definitely want to have that person on hand so they can pull that person aside and they can connect them with resources. So once they're open and raw and dealing with brokenness, you want to make sure
you have be able to help put them back together.
Put it back together. That's right. So that's great. You thought of everything, and that sounds really good. So then to kind of flip back to the business aspect, so you have both the online and the physical boutique. You're doing coaching for others that want to start their own business. You are a style expert, so you help to style folks.
Yes, and I also operate a nonprofit for men who.
What?
I know. Men who are.
Give some props on that.
I know. Men who are battling homelessness. So I provide housing in a safe, clean, and sober environment.
That is phenomenal. How do you make time for all this? Like what? Yeah. How are you not being a superwoman?
I have this thing called my calendar, and I have this other thing called sleep, where I block it out so that I can go. And then I have this insanely crazy addiction to Starbucks that I tried to
Me too.
But I need it.
Shout out to Starbucks. Send us some coupons.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
That is great. So tell me, for a lady like me out here on the East Coast, busy, trying to do things, going out for events, etc., how do we get linked up with you to be our stylist? How does one make that happen?
Oh my God. So virtual styling is one of the most amazing things that I have ever done. So I so we would sit down for a 30-minute to an hour session. We would need to go through your closet. It depends on what you need, but we can go through your closet on what you love and what you hate and what you need to change. And then I create a box based around what you need. And I send you that box. The box rate it starts at $250.
Per week, per month?
Per month. Per month. And in that box, so at $250, you get a bunch of stuff, and anything that doesn't fit or doesn't work for you that you just hate, or that never happens. But sometimes people are like, what if I can't fit it or whatever? So I have that little part. If it doesn't work, you can always send that back and get that credit for your next box.
That sounds phenomenal. So $250 per month after you do a consultation with them. And so let's say for me, y'all see where I'm going with this? Mama trying to hook up that situation. So for me, for instance, in North Carolina, so we would have a consultation. We'd be on, Google Hangout or Skype. or something, and I
Right.
would take you through my closet. And you would look
Right.
and see what my style is and what things I might need, and then you would
Right. You
send me
can't be afraid to
suggestions.
let me see you try a couple things on, because I'm
Okay,
gonna say I
okay,
need to see how those jeans fit your butt. I need
yeah,
to see how that skirt works. You know.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess you probably need some measurements and some sizes, know what
I need your
measurements to
size.
go with, and you send us stuff
Exactly.
and you ship it to us.
I ship you a box. It
Okay,
often has a little surprise bottle of champagne in it for you or something.
I like
So
that.
that yeah, I know, right? So when you get it, you can have fun as if you were in my dressing room.
Oh, that's
Um,
phenomenal.
yeah, and then I also like to schedule that consultation when you open your box, because, for example, your box might be, you may say, Kenny, I need a casual box. I have nothing to throw on a Wednesday evening when I'm running, or my man likes to take me out and I never have anything to put on. So depends on what you need, right? But oftentimes you may not be comfortable wearing that. So I want to be there with you when you put it on. So I can say, pull the skirt up a little bit, pull the top down, and you're like, oh, got it.
Excellent, excellent. So then, does the $250 also include the clothes themselves, or is there also an extra charge to
Yeah,
purchase the clothes?
it includes the clothes.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Who are your
The
favorite?
250.
I'm sorry. Go
Huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 250 gets you about 3 looks.
Excellent. Who are your favorite designers right now?
Oh my God, I'm a Balmain fan. I love Balmain. I love Prabal Gurung. He's a pretty young designer. He's about 5 years in the game now, well, in the limelight anyway. So those are my 2 faves. And then I'm always in love with, the classic Chanel. I'm a very, very classic, simplistic, clean lines type chick. So
Would you ever think of starting your own line?
those are my other businesses. When I say I run businesses, I have a collection of knits that I design and produce myself.
Oh,
And then I have a jewelry brand that I also design and produce, and it's been in Vogue, Harper's Bazaar. It's been around the world. So yes, that's my passion. I love designing.
what are the names of those lines so I can share it?
Vanity. It's basically a private label, so you can only get it through Shop 1323. And then SugarScoutLA.com is the other brand.
And Sugar Scout. And are these available on your online boutique or no?
They're both available on Shop 1323. Sugar Scout will be up today, actually. I'm doing a rebrand, but yes, they're both available on Shop 1323.
Shop13.com. Is that Shop 13?
1323.com.
23.com. Sharing it right now. So yes, y'all know what I'll be doing right after we finish. Shop.
Yeah, I love that.
Here's the ambulance. All right, guys. So that was perfect timing. That was perfect timing. 12:30. Thank you so much, Miss Kenya. I'm so happy to finally see your face and hear your voice. I've been following you heavy on social media. I'm excited for your event. Please have many, many more so I can make it out there one day to LA to come and support. Or bring it over here on the East Coast. Spread the word over here. And
I gotta get to the East Coast.
Well, I tell you what. So you supported us for our very first New Year, New You this past January. We got the date for next year, January the 7th, 2017. New Year, New You, 2017. You might have to make a trip.
I would love to. Oh my God!
All your clothes, your jewelry, everything. Bring it.
I would love it.
Well, folks, thanks for joining us today on this Friday. Again, it's Doc Swiner, Miss Kenya Kirkland, the style icon. Follow her website, kenyakirkland.com. Support her event, 360 Lifestyle, coming up on April 8th. It sounds phenomenal. 2-day retreat in a fancy mansion. And get your life together and everything, and it sounds great. For my people here in the Triangle of North Carolina tomorrow, join me for my social media seminar. We're going to be at my practice, Durham Family Medicine, from 12 noon to 2. Free lunch, all this good information. I'll teach you how to use Blab, and I'll go back and see what kind of stuff that would have made it easier for Miss Kenya to sign on and fix that, and I'll teach you about it. And then Facebook, Periscope, all that good stuff. Come out tomorrow. Tickets on Eventbrite and at the door, $20. We're on Periscope. I'll probably Periscope tomorrow from the event just to kind of demonstrate to folks how to use it for No Superwoman Saturday. So support us, join us, share this, watch the replay, and then share it some more. All right?
Absolutely. You see, I just found the give props button.
Yay!
So I'm like,
All right, Miss Kenya, we'll be in touch. And if I don't see you or talk to you before your event, have a blessed one. And,
okay, thanks so much, Doc Weiner.
I might have to catch you for this consulting. I'm at that stylist consulting. I'm excited about that.
Yes, I will definitely follow up with you on that.
Good. All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye. Talk to you soon.